For the first time in 6 years, Denver has seen a decline in overdose deaths among people experiencing homelessness. This marks a rare moment of hope in a crisis that has devastated so many lives and families across the city. The streets that have witnessed so much loss are now seeing the first signs of change, however small. This small but significant shift comes from a recent Colorado Coalition for the Homeless report. The data, carefully gathered and analyzed, shows that the efforts of countless organizations and individuals are beginning to make a difference, even if the progress is fragile. Overdoses remain the leading cause of death for people experiencing homelessness, with fentanyl still a major and growing threat. The synthetic opioid continues to claim lives at an alarming rate, and its presence on Denver's streets is a constant reminder of the dangers faced by the city's most vulnerable residents. The drop in deaths is not a reason to relax, but proof that harm reduction, like naloxone access and clean supplies, saves lives. These interventions, often led by dedicated volunteers and outreach workers, are making a real impact. Every kit distributed, every life saved is a testament to the power of compassion and practical support. Nationally, overdose deaths among the homeless may be slowing, but advocates stress every loss is preventable. Each person lost is a reminder of the urgent need for more resources, more awareness, and more action. These aren't just numbers, they're people, loved and lost. Behind every statistic is a story, a family, and a community left grieving. The pain of these losses ripples outward, touching everyone in Denver. The decline is a call to action. Expand services, increase addiction treatment, and build on what's working. Now is the time to invest in proven solutions and ensure that help is available to all who need it. The forces behind addiction and homelessness are deeply rooted, but this decrease is a foothold. It shows that change is possible, even in the face of overwhelming odds, and that the community's efforts are not in vain. It's a reminder that progress is possible with focused effort and compassion. Every act of kindness, every moment of support, helps build a stronger safety net for those at risk. Despair isn't the only option. Hope, however faint, must be nurtured. Even the smallest victories matter, and they can inspire greater change if we let them. This moment should fuel our resolve to keep fighting for every life. The work is far from over, but together we can continue to push for progress and protect our community. We must continue building a city where no one faces these dangers alone. Solidarity and support are essential if we are to end this crisis for good. The journey is far from over, but this is a step forward. Each step, no matter how small, brings us closer to a safer, more compassionate Denver. Let's not lose momentum now. The future depends on our willingness to keep moving, keep caring, and keep fighting for every life in our city. In just 1 year, at least 294 people experiencing homelessness lost their lives on the streets of Denver. Each of these individuals had a story, a past, and hopes for the future that were tragically cut short. Shockingly, 68% of these deaths were the result of drug overdoses. This statistic reveals the deadly and often overlooked connection between homelessness and substance use, a crisis that continues to grow in the shadows of our city. The average age of death among Denver's homeless population was just 46 years old, decades younger than the city's average life expectancy. This stark number highlights the severe health risks and shortened lives faced by those without stable shelter. Even more alarming, suicides among the homeless have doubled, now accounting for nearly 5% of all deaths. This is a heartbreaking indicator of the deep mental anguish and isolation that so many endure while living on the streets. While homicides have decreased slightly, the sharp rise in suicides signals a new and urgent mental health crisis that demands our attention. The report also found that those who were able to access housing lived longer and were significantly less likely to die from overdose. Housing, it turns out, is a powerful form of intervention. Stable housing is more than just a roof overhead. It's healthcare, safety, and a real chance to heal from trauma and addiction. It offers hope where there was once only survival. Every lost life is a story cut short, a reminder of the failures in our social safety net and the urgent need for change. Living on the streets is not just difficult, it's deadly. The risks are constant, and the consequences are often irreversible. Day after day, constant stress, exposure to violence, and a lack of basic care drive a relentless cycle of despair, mental health struggles, and substance use. The high mortality rate among Denver's homeless is a direct result of a system that leaves too many people behind, without the support or resources they desperately need. These numbers are not just statistics. They are a call to action. They demand urgent, compassionate solutions, not just sympathy or temporary fixes. The evidence is clear. Housing saves lives. This is not just data. It's a mandate for our city to do better, to invest in real solutions. We must break this cycle of loss and despair before even more lives are needlessly lost. It's time to come together as a community and make a difference. The time to act is now. Denver's most vulnerable can't wait any longer. Mayor Mike Johnston has set forth a bold and ambitious goal for the city of Denver. He aims to move 2,000 people currently living on Denver's streets into safe, stable housing by the end of 2025, a target that has captured the attention of both local residents and national observers. The House 1000 plan, which has now been expanded, is designed to close encampments across the city and provide immediate shelter options for those in need. But it doesn't stop there. The initiative also offers a clear path to permanent homes, aiming to break the cycle of homelessness for good. The focus is on more than just temporary relief. It's about building long-term stability, offering wraparound support services, and helping people rebuild their lives. This marks a significant shift in Denver's approach, moving from simply managing homelessness to actively working to end it. The plan is being closely watched as a test case for cities nationwide, with many wondering if Denver's model could be replicated elsewhere. Mayor Johnston frames this initiative as both a moral obligation and a practical necessity for the city's future. The pressure on city leaders is immense, and the stakes for Denver's most vulnerable residents are very real. For thousands living in uncertainty, this plan could truly be a lifeline, offering hope and a chance at a new beginning. If successful, Denver's efforts could inspire other cities and change the national conversation about homelessness for years to come. Mayor Johnston's plan has sparked fierce debate. Critics argue it's unrealistic, saying housing alone won't solve deep-rooted issues like mental illness and addiction. They call for treatment first, not just shelter. Supporters believe the goal is possible, with prevention, robust support, and access to healthcare and jobs. Experts urge collaboration, more resources, and truly affordable housing. The core question: housing first or treatment first? The mayor's plan bets on stability first, then support. Critics want sobriety and mental health addressed before housing. There are no easy answers, only tough choices and high stakes. The outcome will shape Denver's future. Denver has moved over 2,200 people out of encampments into temporary shelter. Of those, 857 have transitioned to permanent housing, but costs have soared, raising concerns about long-term sustainability. Despite progress, the overall homeless population hasn't dropped as much as hoped. Economic pressures keep pushing new people onto the streets. The city has closed large encampments, changing neighborhoods, but new challenges have emerged. The next phase, moving everyone from temporary to permanent housing, is the hardest yet. The initial results are promising, but the real test is still ahead. Can Denver keep people housed for good? After moving thousands indoors, Denver is shifting strategy. The next challenge, reaching those with complex needs, severe mental illness, addiction, and deep trauma. Many are service-resistant, wary of outreach and traditional shelter. The city now focuses on patient, specialized outreach, meeting people where they are. Homelessness isn't one-size-fits-all. Solutions must be tailored. For some, a room is enough. For others, recovery is a longer journey. The goal: help the next 2,000 not just find housing, but real stability. Denver's new Roads to Recovery initiative targets those struggling with addiction and mental health. Outreach workers build trust, offering more than just shelter, real pathways to treatment and healing. Police and social workers now approach with compassion, not enforcement. The program recognizes that for many, a key isn't enough. Recovery is essential. Roads to Recovery is a commitment to not give up on anyone. The hardest cases require patience, skill, and resources. This is Denver's attempt to reach those left behind. The goal: not just survival, but true recovery. Despite progress, Denver's homelessness crisis remains daunting. Thousands still live in uncertainty, on the streets, in shelters, or temporary housing. The problem is complex, demanding a collective response. Community involvement is essential. Donate, volunteer, stay informed. Vigils honor those lost, reminding us of the human cost. Residents can help by supporting programs and holding leaders accountable. This isn't just a policy issue, it's a human crisis. Empathy and action must go hand in hand. The road ahead is long, but with shared commitment, change is possible. Together, we can build a city where everyone has a home and hope.